This is a story of a man named Jim. Jim's life is quite simple. He wakes up, does what he needs to do, or what he wants to do, and then he continues on with the next day. Jim doesn't understand how he feels. He just hopes to make it through the day and be left alone again. But Jim doesn't want to be alone. He doesn't know what he wants. Jim just feels as if there's nothing for him. To clarify, Jim has goals, dreams, and aspirations. Jim feels like he doesn't make his own choices. Jim wants to be a great filmmaker, like Quentin Tarantino or Wes Anderson, but he is afraid to start his journey. What if he fails? He just feels like there's a wall in front of him, stopping him, and he can't seem to figure it out. Jim believes there's a disconnect between his conscious and his subconscious mind. Jim likes to pretend his life is a television series. Every day is a new episode, and his friends and people he meets are characters in the show. Jim uses this to cope with the reality of his situation. Jim just thinks he's some sort of philosophical zombie. He doesn't know how to act or react. He just doesn't know how to put his mind to work. Jim seems to have these moments where his mind has deep, intense thoughts, where the answer to a situation seems to come to him, even with the realizations or answers being given to him by his own mind. Jim just doesn't trust it, and the cycle begins again. Sometimes Jim imagines how he would react in a given scenario, but Jim doesn't say any of this. Jim wants to live his life and not care about what others think of him. And then Jim realized he is afraid of the unknown. He is afraid of not knowing what others will think of him when he does take action. He's afraid of taking action and what consequences may occur in the future because of said actions. Jim is afraid of succeeding. Jim doesn't need people to look at him differently for any reason. Jim knows not to worry as much as he does. Everything will be fine in the end, when the credits roll.